Welcome to the Drumdums Vampire Tag. It is no laughing matter.
I love Gary Oldman. Hello one, hello all, welcome. Another tag. I've been tagged a few times. If I'm not doing your tag first, it's because Lee's more important. No, I realize I've been tagged in a couple of videos. I just haven't prioritized properly. And I speak to Lee on a more regular basis, but they're coming. The bad joke tag, thank you, Gory. I don't tell bad jokes, but
identical twins. How come we're all the same size and shape?
Because they're identical.
Yeah, I know, but why can't one just like gain 300 pounds out of nowhere? You know, they could do Weight Watchers commercials. This is what I could look like, but I just love Twinkies. Go on Weight Watchers now. Wow, you guys, if it misses with you guys, huh? Nope, keep going, next.
there's just a shit ton that I'm doing that I have not forgotten. But Lee's my sweetie, and I figured since he tagged me, and he's got way more subscribers than all of you, I do this one first. Number one, what is your favorite vampire film and why? It's gotta be, see, I always say it incorrectly on purpose, but I'll say it correctly here. Bram Stoker's Dracula. Nobody gets it when I say Bram Stoker. Stroker, as in, you know, pleasing oneself. Anyway, Bram Stoker's Dracula. I see. I undo English so much that I wanted to say it wrong. The best, most serious vampire movie that I could think of in the last, what, 30, 40 years? And Gary Oldman is just absolutely incredible. Hey, could you make some more noise in there? Hey. M. She's got her headphones on. At least if Dennis made noise, I could just scream through the wall. She's got headphones on. Are vampires better than werewolves? Yeah, yes. I mean, they're different. They're two different. Like I think they're both two characters that are two different metaphors for sexuality and the process of sexuality. Werewolves they're a metaphor for puberty and changes going through your body, where vampires is about lust and sex and depends on if you like people hairy. I guess it's your sexual preference. Yes, they're cooler. They can be presented in just, yes. I don't know why. In their movies, that they're a lot more calm and seducing and just downright fucking scary and sexy at the same time, where werewolves are just really scary or hairy. That rhymed. I didn't mean to do that. Scary and hairy. The most brutal vampire in a film. Brutal? I like Bill Nighy from Underworld, if I'm being completely blunt. I don't know if he's brutal, he's just a sinister. Brutal? Yeah. I'm just gonna go with my own personal preference for personal reasons, but I'm gonna broaden the word brutal, but Bill Nighy in Underworld, pick your movie. I like the more reserved fear that he presents. I don't know if that's brutal, but fuck it. Now you know why I don't do these things very often. Number 4, favorite vampire transformation. Vampire transformation, do we see that often? Transformation. It would have to easily go to Salma Hayek in From Dusk Till Dawn, because again, vampires, it's about being sexy and ooh, she starts off sexy, that's for certain, and it doesn't finish there. Number 5, what is the silliest / worst vampire film you've seen? I know people run and flock to this series, but I'm gonna pick one film, New Moon, Twilight New Moon, which just is dreck. I can wrap my head around some people thinking Twilight's a vampire movie. I can wrap my head around, Eclipse at least kind of has some sort of element to it, and the last of the part 4 2-part kind of has vampire-y things, vampire light, but New Moon is just, that's not a vampire movie. That's abysmal. It's long, bloated, and just no. It's because of this shit that vampires aren't, there's not a really decent, prominent vampire. What, for the last, it's only been 10 years. Jeez, it feels like it's been a lifetime. But yeah, New Moon, Twilight Part 2. Best vampire comedy parody. Dracula Dead and Loving It? Right? Are there many other choices? See, I'm not, here, if you can see my shirt and what, this is my neighborhood. Vampire movies, other than the 31 Dracula, the 90, the Gary Oldman Dracula, should I call that the Francis Ford Coppola Dracula? You know, a couple of Underworlds. I've seen all the Twilights, for some reason. Vampire movies just aren't a big thing for me, but best parody, I think I've only seen one, which, there's my answer. Number 7, what was your first vampire film? I think that's easy. That's Lost Boys. I was a kid during that time, and my uncles watched anything that was scary during that period, and that came out on HBO or some shit, and they were watching it, and I was able to watch it because they were. I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure it's Lost Boys. Who is your favorite vampires, real or fictional, or both? Who spelled it frictional? It's spelled frictional on the description here. You can't see that. No, the story of Vlad the Impaler is pretty impressive, neat. Old school Dracula, 1931, really still holds up. It's the whole Vlad the Impaler thing. That's probably what I'm sticking with. Listen, I'm sorry, I'm not a big vampire dude. See, here's the big void in why my answers are just so thin. I have not seen any of the Hammer horror vampire movies, so perhaps that's where my cool card goes away. But yeah, I'll get on that at some point this year, starting with some of the Hammer Dracula stuff. But now time to tag people, because these things have to spread like Hep C. I'm going to tag my show business partners, Peter from Bearded Movie Guy. Peter, you're gonna have to make a video, or at least make an excuse to not make this video. Lindsay from my 2 cents. Lindsay from my 2 cents of nonsense. I don't think you'll need that many excuses, but you know, these aren't binding contracts. Emily from Emily's Adventures in Horrorland, although I could just literally tag her in person. Yeah, Dennis, you need more content. You need more content other than pickup videos and people collections. So here's your first introduction to content that isn't a movie in a box related. Yeah, so how entertaining was this, huh? Can you understand why there's going to be just a flock of people just dying to see all these other tags that I have yet to do? Because I do. There's a couple of other ones. There's a werewolf tag. There's Andrew, I forgot which one. There's the shitty horror joke tag, which again, I don't write shitty jokes. But yeah, I think there's 2 or 3 others. I'm sorry if I forgot. I'll be getting to them eventually. But otherwise, if you somehow like the video, click the thumbs up if you haven't done so already. Subscribe. You can check out my Patreon info down below. And have a day.